Hey, what's going on, guys? James here bringing you another YouTube video. This one is a very interesting video. This is another just random Elimination Chamber match video. In the first episode of this Elimination Chamber matches series, we had the best Tournament Tuesdays winners. And I'm not going to spoil who won that, but we had that match. It was all 6 people who had won previously in Tournament Tuesdays, for either myself or Tyson, etc., etc. And yeah. But this, it is my favorite 6 competitors, my favorite 6 superstars, wrestlers, whoever you want to say, or however you want to put it. It's my favorite 6 wrestlers, all going at it to prove who is the best inside of the Elimination Chamber. And of course, as you can see, there's actually a video on the channel called My Favorite 6 Wrestlers. Actually, I link in the description. It's actually rather interesting, and as you can see, Matt Hardy, he's here, and he's going to get the opportunity to step foot inside of a chamber pod. Lucky him. And this is actually being recorded just a little bit after, just a few minutes after I recorded that first episode of this series. I just really like the idea, and Matt just walked through a closed pod. Either way, as you can see, another one of my favorite superstars of all time, favorite wrestlers of all time, CM Punk. CM Punk is the reason, or one of the reasons, like half the reason I guess you could say, that I became a hardcore wrestling fan in general. And that video, by the time you're watching this, I actually have a video going over why I am a wrestling fan, and I talk about what got me into wrestling and why I became a hardcore wrestling fan. And CM Punk is part of the reason. I'm not going to say too much more here, because the video, by the time you're watching this, the video will already be out on the channel. So, but in the case that you're watching this but not that, link in the description to that video, and go check that out if you want, because it's a shorter video. I haven't edited, I have not put it together yet, I've not edited it yet. But raw footage wise, it's just short of 11 minutes. And I really don't need to cut out anything, but I might cut out just a little bit. But either way, it's about 11 minutes, and it was just me genuinely talking about why I'm a wrestling fan. And I actually really enjoyed putting that video together. But yeah, CM Punk is one of the reasons why I am a wrestling fan. One of the reasons why I got into hardcore wrestling. And the other reason is this man, Jeff Hardy. Because I will say, it was actually what made me a hardcore wrestling fan, that kept me watching for, made me a hardcore wrestling fan for now 10 years. It was the rivalry in the summer of 2009 with Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. Yeah, that's... And of course, I've been watching wrestling before that. I started watching wrestling when I was 6 years old. Back in 2006. But it's just, at the time, I did not stick with it. I occasionally checked in on it, but I really didn't stick with it all that much. But yeah, I'm not going to say too much more about that video, about why I'm a wrestling fan. Just the reason I'm a hardcore wrestling fan and I'm still watching to this day is all because of Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. So I'll leave it at that, and again, link in the description to that other video. But either way, we've got Jeff Hardy, we've got CM Punk, we've got Matt Hardy, all inside of a pod. We got one more pod left for another one of my favorite superstars of all time. And we'll see who it is. And I did break out Jeff's face paint for this, mainly because most people who use Jeff for matches, just random matches, use the default Jeff. And I had Jeff's face paint because for Universe, if you haven't watched Universe episode 11, the most recent episode, we had Tyson and I, for his SmackDown show, had good old The Miz. Like, there's a story going on between, like, Miz, Reigns, and Jeff Hardy, and The Miz actually came out dressed as Jeff Hardy in that. And again, for future spoilers and everything, I'm not going to say more, but yeah. So I had that download, so I had his face paint downloaded, that way we could give it to The Miz for that special segment. And was like, yeah, why not? We'll put Jeff in the face paint. But you can see the final man to take a pod is Captain Charisma, the leader of the Peeps, Christian. He is my third favorite wrestler of all time. My favorite wrestlers of all time, of course, are Chris Jericho, Edge, Christian, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, and Matt Hardy. And I want to see inside of the Elimination Chamber who can be proven to be the best. And which also means that if you saw the previous episode of this Elimination Chamber matches series, that also means Edge gets another opportunity to win a chamber match for this series. He couldn't do it against Kevin Owens, and Edge is going to be starting the match again. Wow, back to back. Though he's not number 1, he's number 2. Because again, in case you didn't see, like I explained it in the first episode, but I say like Jericho's 1 here because 2K19 makes number 1 come out before number 2 inside chambers. But the man who's going to say, "Come on, baby!" My favorite wrestler of all time, Chris Jericho. I've liked him for freaking a long time now. But yeah, Jericho. At I am Jericho. You know, honestly, I love Jericho. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. I'm surprised I've not been blocked by him on Twitter. If I'm being honest, I'm surprised I haven't been blocked by him on Twitter. Granted, I haven't given him a reason to block me on Twitter either. But I don't know. I feel like with some people, they just don't put up with any shit. So you do one stupid thing and they're just going to be like, I'm about to put up with this and block you. And I definitely think Chris could be that kind of guy. It's like, because he's just like, no nonsense, you know. He's not going to put up with any shit. And it's like, yeah. So, but yeah, Jericho and Edge going to be starting off this match. Poor Edge, back-to-back chamber matches. He's got to start off. That is not good for the rated R superstar. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've said, I really love the concept for this series. Again, in case you don't know, this series is heavily inspired by Chris Danker, who does all of his crazy random Royal Rumble matches. In fact, the day I'm recording this, he just released a Ruthless Aggression era Royal Rumble in 2K19, of course. And that was a very good Rumble. I love the ending results. I was cheering for the man who won so much. But here's the rated R superstar. I mean, he's wearing the purple this time instead of the red. Or the black and purple instead of the black and red. And yeah, again, poor Edge. Got to start off another chamber match. Very unlucky Edge. And yeah, that's all I can say is poor Edge. He is the unluckiest man, and a lot of his opponents here tonight have the good old resiliency ability. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a longer match than the previous, because the last one was the Best Tournament Tuesdays winners, and we only had, we only had 2 people in that match that had resiliency. And this, of course, was Edge and Kevin Owens, who were in that match. The other guys, Sami Zayn, Roderick Strong, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder, of course, none of them had resiliency. But Jericho and Edge both have resiliency, so does Christian and Jeff Hardy, and so does the CAW CM Punk. Jericho wanted the DDT, but Edge got to fight back. He's going to go for a float over, drop Jericho with a DDT of his own. And Matt Hardy, as I was saying earlier, early pin, got only a 1, not even a 1. But Matt Hardy has finisher, and he could have resiliency, but I'm not going to argue with Matt having finisher. I'm really not. But Edge was able to get the lucky he was able to get the mid-move reversal early on. But after backing Jericho to a corner, Jericho's going to fight back and elbow the arm. Now Northern Lights, Unbreakable 2005, but he doesn't stick for the pin. It is too early on, though. Which, granted, the AI doesn't like doing pin combos anyway, so you know how it is. But just trying to get up, and Jericho just kicking him right back down. The endless loop. Back-to-back chamber matches. Like, back-to-back chamber matches, back-to-back endless loops. And I talked about another one in the previous video as well. But Jericho, every time Edge tried to get up, just kick him back down. But Edge now Gonna make him pay. Texas Cloverleaf. You're shouting out Dean Malenko here. But Jericho gonna quickly fight out. And honestly, I'm kind of glad the match started out this way, so we can get kind of a technical matchup as Jericho back first off the steel thanks to the back body drop by Edge. And going back to the back again. How many times can I say back in this video? Well, probably a lot. But who knows? Either way, again, we've got a nice little technical matchup between Jericho and Edge as there's an uppercut and a drop kick. Nicely done. Again, I love technical matches. That's my favorite wrestling match. But now Jericho, Indian Deathlock. The Indian Deathlock. And Edge gonna fight out. That's such an interesting animation, or that's just such an interesting move, because there are two almost identical animations for that. One's a submission, one's not. So it's really weird. But Edge got him up, and Jericho gonna slip out the back door. Slipped out the back door, reverse DDT. Of course, Jericho has a lot. Everyone in this match has experience with one another. And I think the least experience will be Christian and CM Punk. But Jericho and Edge still putting on a pretty dang good match so far to kick off this chamber match. And who's going to join them at number 3? I would say Christian. Will it be Christian? No, Matt Hardy. Got the bottom right this time. As again, Jericho going to eat the steel. As Edge turns to Matt Hardy. Matt, trademark spot here. Smashing the head 10 times to the top turnbuckle. And he got all 10. That's not good for Edge's neck, but here in the random chamber matches, Edge does not have the neck injury, so we don't have to worry. But impromptu double teaming before Matt goes after Jericho. Now Jericho's the one to fight off the DDT attempt. And now Jericho's got Matt Hardy. Still very fresh, Matt is, but walls of Jericho. Can he get a quick tap out from Matt? I don't think so, but he might. And no! Matt Hardy, he survives. But the flapjack! Got caught with a flapjack. Now Jericho's got the arm locked up, but Edge fighting his way out. Just punching the gut in the side. Now look at this execution to Jericho. But now Matt go right for Edge with a gut wrench suplex. Just move for move, one man gets taken down, another gets taken down, another gets taken down. Until he only had one guy left. Code breaker to Edge. Code breaker out of nowhere. Got a 1, got a 2, and that's not enough. Still in it, but an enziguri, step up enziguri from Jericho to Matt Hardy. And Edge with a shot. Spear! Spear! But that could be it, but I don't think it will be, and it's not. Jericho's still in it. But here's a DDT to Matt Hardy. Like I said before, it's move for move, counter for counter right now. One man gets taken down, another gets taken down until you have one man left standing. Now you have all 3. And we're back to Edge and Jericho, back and forth. Matt tried to interject himself, gets knocked to a knee. And a Northern Light suplex. Jericho again does not bridge, but Matt Hardy thinks it could be enough. Got a 1, got a 2, and it's not enough. Not enough. Shot to the back of the leg though. Matt back suplex takes Jericho down. Took him straight down. Take him down, booty town, down, booty town. Wants to twist of fate. Kick to the gut. Oh no, Edge able to block the twist of fate. Gonna have another guy coming in. Spinning heel kick though. Who's coming in? Jeff Hardy. Matt could be getting a little bit of help here. As a clothesline to the back of the neck. And Jeff, he stops Edge from going after Matt Hardy. As Matt tastes the steel. Now we got Edge and Jeff Hardy, old rivals. We got Jericho and Matt Hardy. And What does Jeff have in mind? Jeff gonna keep it on the ground, which is unusual. But go for a pin. Is this enough? Pendulum backbreaker on the outside. That pin was not enough. Commentating this way is so odd, let me tell you. Because whenever you're commentating a big match like this by yourself, you just feel like Joey Styles. But hey, Jericho got Edge off the ropes as we got 1 and 2 again fighting. Oh, hammerlock from Jericho. Hammerlock is Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, the brothers, fighting on the outside. Edge fought out. And here's a standing vertical suplex taking him down. Oh, but now Matt wants Jeff. Set out Gourd Buster. Face first off the steel. Oh, Edge, I think he wants another spear. And he, no! Did not get it. Jericho got the knee up. But Edge saying, hey, no. I'm going to pin you anyway, dude. Got a 2. Only a 2. As again, Jericho or Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, the brothers, just fighting back and forth right now. As wanted the code breaker. I know that's what he wanted. Edge was able to find the counter and a full Nelson slam. As Matt Hardy shoulder first into the chamber pod of CM Punk. Pendulum backbreaker by Jericho. No, look at Jeff. Jeff climbing, scaling the chamber. Scaling the chamber wall. And the splash off the chamber. Jumps off the chamber wall and you see Jeff Hardy. This man is truly insane, but he did it. As Matt going to be thrown back in the ring, I would expect a pin here from Jeff. But we're not going to get one as Jericho just punched that empty chamber pod as face first. But we get the endless loop as it get into the chamber pod. Single leg crab. The single Boston crab is fought out of by Jeff Hardy. And we're in the endless loop for Chris Jericho. Edge is going to keep Iris whipping him face first into that pod. This is part of the reason why Kurt Hawkins was eliminated in the first tournament. Not first tournament, first Elimination Chamber match. But Jeff Hardy's going to come in and interject himself into it. As Matt going to throw Edge in the ring. Jeff does the same to Jericho. And Edge might get a little help here. No, Christian going right after his best friend. So we got the best friends fighting. We got the brothers fighting. And Jericho just lucky day. Lucky day Jericho. Brothers and best friends fighting. But could that mean the straight edge savior will have to fight the best in the world at what he does? More than likely. As, you know, we have no one eliminated right now. And the only man to enter left is good old CM Punk. The self-proclaimed best in the world, the voice of the voiceless. Matt Hardy is not gone. Oh, look at this. Spear through the chamber pod. Oh! Spear through the chamber pod. Jeff Hardy. Night, Jeff Hardy. Suffice to say. But Christian just waiting for his best friend. Jeff might survive here just because Christian clearly wants Edge. As we got Matt Hardy and Jericho in the ring. Snap suplex. Yes, right into a pin. Got it too. But Edge not done with Jeff as he's got the throw into the chamber strat. Oh no, Christian's going to do it to Edge. Oh, not going to keep doing it though. As now, we got the best friends fighting. As we still got Jericho and Matt Hardy fighting. As Jeff Hardy's the one lucky day. Oh, Jericho wants butterfly suplex. Can he get it? He does! Butterfly suplex. Christian pins Edge. Got a 2, only a 2. The bell clap from Jericho. Oh, wants the bulldog. Wants the bulldog. Nails it! Bulldog from Jericho. And Matt Hardy going to take advantage of his brother being down. Again, we got the best friends and the brothers both fighting each other. That's Christian in the corner. Jericho going to fight Matt still. Trying to wrestle Matt still. But Matt's got Jeff. Look at this Avalanche Hurricane Rana! As Christian not done with him. Jericho perhaps looked to want something on Edge. Did not get the chance to go for it. But again, the best friends just going back and forth now. As Jeff trying to avoid practically everybody. Or so it seemed as there's a sleeper slam. That neck breaker from Matt Hardy. As Edge and Christian both taste the steel. As now alone in the ring, we've got Matt versus Jeff. Or Matt versus Jericho as Jeff jumps in. And again, looking for brother versus brother. As here comes the best in the world. The voice of the voiceless, straight edge savior, CM Punk. Matt could be done here. And he's not. Oh. Come on. Punk and Hardy. Punk and Jeff Hardy. Yes. Jericho and Matt Hardy at E and C. And good old. Oh, and Matt's done. Matt surprisingly eliminated. Oh! Edge with another spear into the chamber pod. Edge with another spear into the chamber pod. Jeff Hardy busted wide open. Jeez. Edge is going off right now. As the reverse DDT just laying out Jeff Hardy did CM Punk there. I'm so happy to see this though. As again, Christian is saved for now. Oh, and Punk's climbing. He's scaling the chamber wall. Is he going to jump like Jeff did earlier? He does. Nails it to perfection. But I love this. The two people that their own rivalry made me a hardcore wrestling fan. And what I want to see... Oh, Edge is done! I missed it! Was it a code breaker? I totally missed it. But the two men that made me a hardcore wrestling fan with their own rivalry, they were fighting each other there, which is very cool. But now, WrestleMania 28 and Extreme Rules 2012 rematch. Jericho and CM Punk as Christian wants to dive across the ring on Jeff Hardy. Oh no, Christian to the top of the chamber pod. Jumps off and he nails it. The splash from the chamber pod. And that, if he can get the pin, that could be the end of Jeff Hardy. No, Jeff's recovering. As how Punk is back in the ring. And so is Jericho. As again, Punk and Jeff Hardy. Oh, we might get Jericho and Christian. Repeat of WrestleMania 20. A DDT. The jawbreaker reversal, though. And a Punk and just back and forth Jericho, Christian, and Punk and Hardy. As here's a sit out. Jawbreaker! Sorry about that cough. I might cut it out if I remember to. We know how bad I am at that. Splash from Jeff Hardy right into the pin. Not even a 1. Punk is way too fresh. As look at the beautiful monkey flip. The rolling monkey flip. As the running cross body did not go for a pin. I don't know why I have the hiccups right now. I'm trying to keep that quiet. But now we got Jericho, not Jericho. We got Christian and Jeff Hardy. As Jeff missed whatever he wanted. It looked like a standing dropkick perhaps. But a reverse DDT, or inverted DDT, my bad. Oh, wants to oh, I haven't changed his moveset. His finishers are Twist of Fates. And here's a Twist of Fate Stunner. Oh, look at Punk! Spear through the chamber pod. And Christian's still alive. My voice is wrecked right now. Absolutely wrecked. Back-to-back Elimination Chamber matches. I can't believe I'm doing this. But Christian was able to reverse. Jeff Hardy got a 2. Oof. But now CM Punk speared Jericho through the chamber pod. But Jericho's not done. We've seen 3 spears through the chamber pod, by the way. Which is absolutely insane. But the forearm from Jeff Hardy. Christian on the ropes. As he just falls to a knee. Jeff just raining down the right hands, doing what he can. But now Christian able to reverse. Oh, now he's got him up for the gut buster. Now CM Punk with a DDT to Jericho. Jeff's able to block whatever Christian had in mind. What a roundhouse! Beautiful roundhouse. But Punk's not done with him. Here's a leg drop. As there's a leg drop guillotine. Now we're back to Jeff Hardy and CM Punk. Snapmare. Elbow to the skull. But Jeff is getting tired, getting gassed. But gonna go after the arm with a leg drop to the arm. Unorthodox maneuver. We'll get Jericho and Christian again. Oh, Jericho's busted open from the elbow. But still fighting. As he rolled through, drop toe hold. Oh, now Twist of Fate stunner on CM Punk. But Walls of Jericho. Walls of Jericho on Christian. Will Christian be able to fight? Can he hold on? We've had 2 eliminations so far. As Christian taps out, make it 3. We saw Matt. Then we saw Edge. And then we saw Christian. No ENC will be... ENC are clearly, by this Elimination Chamber match, are not the best at being my favorite wrestlers. But look at this Twist of Fate. The Twist of Fate. Going for the pin on CM Punk. Got a 1. Got a 2. And it's not enough. Oh, Codebreaker! Codebreaker out of nowhere. 1. Got a 2. And Jeff Hardy's done. And my favorite wrestler's Elimination Chamber match comes down to number 1 Chris Jericho and number 6 CM Punk. The same dynamic in the first match with Edge and Kevin Owens. A little bit of a spoiler there. But I'm, of course, again, not going to tell you who won that match. But a little bit of a spoiler nonetheless, as Jericho and Punk going back and forth. Again, number 1 and number 6 fighting. Jericho's busted wide open, but there was a step up Enziguri. And Jericho trying to do whatever he can, just dragging Punk to the middle of the ring. Turns him over. And a boot to the gut. Yes, he does. Boot to the midsection. But again, Jericho's getting gassed. Gotta go for the pin. Got a 1. Got a 2. Only a 2. What will win out? GTS or Codebreaker? Walls of Jericho or Anaconda Vice? As here's a Michinoku driver. Punk doesn't go for the pin, but now he does. Got a 1. Got a 2. Only a 2. CM Punk. He's doing what he has to do, as Jericho gonna fight him off with a forearm. But now Punk with a fireman's carry. These men just go back and forth now. Back and forth, counter for counter. Literally counter for counter right now. Oh, but Punk's got him up. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Chris Jericho. Punk could do it. Got a 1. Got a 2, and Jericho survives. Jericho survives. Knee to the skull. Come on, baby! That could be the comeback. The world may never know if there's a roundhouse kick. It could have been the comeback. It could have just been a taunt. I don't know if you can do comebacks inside the Elimination Chamber, actually. But Punk with the clear advantage right now. Again, just like that first Elimination Chambers match, it's number 1 versus number 6 right now for the entrance. Jericho is doing what he has to do. He's busted wide open. But a bulldog from CM Punk taking him down. Stiff kick to the back of the neck, and Punk not going to slow it down, as here's a layout reverse DDT. Punk doing what he has to do. Maybe slow it down this time. He does. Oh, Jericho turns it over. He turned it over, able to find the counter. Oh, Punk blocked the bell clap. Luthez press, raining down the right hand to the bloody face. But again, Punk's getting gassed now, going for the pin. Out of desperation. Got a 2. Jericho's not done from a Luthez press. But now Punk trying to isolate the arm. But Jericho to fight his way back up. There's the forearm. Oh, a Codebreaker! No, now Punk's bleeding. Punk's bleeding too. Got a 1. Got a 2. He could do it. And he does. That makes perfect sense for me. And again, this is all AI simulated. I don't play this match at all. But in my favorite wrestlers Elimination Chamber match for this new series, Chris Jericho, my favorite wrestler of all time, picks up the win, entering number 1, outlasting everybody, and lastly defeating CM Punk with the good old Codebreaker. What a win that was. What a win. I love this new series. It's such a cool way just to sit down and watch this AI, but not in a way that... But, I don't know. It's just a really cool series. I really like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, share it upon social media, do all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.